Have you ever noticed that some people start feeling tired before a guest even arrives at their home? Not because they dislike that person, not because they don't enjoy having relationships or connecting with others, but because something inside their mind begins to change. A home that was quiet just moments ago suddenly becomes a social space, a place where they need to talk, react, pay attention to someone else's needs, and sometimes even adjust parts of themselves. They smile, welcome their guests, and behave completely normally. But deep inside, they are waiting for the moment when the guest leaves and the silence of their home returns. If this feeling sounds familiar, you may have spent years wondering, why don't I enjoy having people over like everyone else? But psychology offers a different explanation. Carl Jung believed that not all people restore their psychological energy in the same way. Some people feel energized through social interaction, while others recharge through silence, reflection, and connection with their inner world. This difference became one of the foundations behind the psychological concept of introversion. And there are 3 signs that explain why some people naturally need more time alone. The first sign is that your home is not just a place to live. It is a space where your mind recovers. For some people, home is the place where they can finally stop performing and simply be themselves. Throughout the day, our minds are constantly processing social signals, the way people speak, their reactions, their expectations, and the question of how we should behave in different situations. Carl Jung called this social mask the persona. It is the version of ourselves that we present to the world in order to adapt and function within society. This role is necessary, but maintaining it requires psychological energy. That is why some people feel the need to return to their personal space after spending time around others, not because they hate people, but because their mind needs quietness to restore balance. The second sign is that after social interaction, you need time alone to process your thoughts. Some people finish a long conversation and feel more energized, but others need some time by themselves afterward. They replay conversations in their minds. They reflect on their emotions. They think about what happened during the day. Psychologists refer to this process as self-reflection. Healthy self-reflection helps people understand themselves better and make wiser decisions. For people who process experiences more deeply, silence is not an empty space. It is where their mind becomes organized again. The third sign is that solitude helps you reconnect with your authentic self. One of Carl Jung's important ideas was the concept of individuation. It describes the process of becoming more aware of who you truly are and developing a deeper understanding of yourself. Jung believed that some of the most important changes in our minds happen during moments when no one is demanding anything from us. When we are alone, we have the opportunity to ask ourselves important questions. What truly matters to me? Is my life aligned with my values? Who am I when I don't have to impress anyone? For some people, these answers cannot be found in constant noise and social activity. They are found in silence. Now, there is something many people misunderstand. Not enjoying having visitors does not mean you are cold or unfriendly. Needing time alone does not mean you are antisocial. But there is an important difference. Some people distance themselves from others because they are afraid of connection. But others choose solitude because it is where their mind feels balanced and restored. The goal is not to completely separate yourself from people. The goal is to understand how your mind works best. Because some people grow and feel alive when they are surrounded by others, and some people find themselves again in moments of silence. So the next time you feel a sense of relief after a guest leaves, don't immediately judge yourself. Maybe that feeling is not a sign that something is wrong. Maybe it is simply your mind returning to the environment where it feels most comfortable. A place with silence, a place with space, a moment where you can reconnect with your true self.